studied many more things which are related to last lecture में हमने क्या लिया था? Many more things related to ICBN, that is International Council of Botanical Nomenclature, its rules, principles, etc. For example, conservation of a name rule is very important. Principle of priority is very important. And many more things, small things which we have observed in the previous lecture are important for this unit or this module. Now we are toward the end of this module, and today we are going to study another interesting part that is related to International Code of Nomenclature for Cultivated Plants. Now, as far as International Code for Nomenclature of Cultivated Plants considered, there are a variety of different plants which you might be known. There are flowering plants, cacti, succulents, roses, chrysanthemum, then bryophytes, pteridophytes, mosses, very beautiful palms. So for a large number of variety of plants which are cultivated in the garden. And besides that, even most of these plants are cultivated in a field also. So we call them as annual crops or cultivated crop plants. As far as such a crop plants considered, there are large number of varieties of these crop plant are available. I think you are well known with the dozens of varieties of rice or dozens of varieties of mango, or you might have visited exhibition of roses or nursery wherever you have observed hundreds of varieties of either chrysanthemum or hibiscus, or you might have observed the different varieties of even rose. For these varieties, the different names are given, and normally these names are either local name or vernacular name. For example, one of the name of a variety of rose is Black King. Now, this is just a vernacular name or this is just a common name. So we observe variety of different types of plants in our surrounding, and for these, some of these plants, at least they have different local names. And remember well, just I would like to repeat one thing. At present, now International Code of Botanical Nomenclature is not in existence. It has been abolished. But just we are, as a part of syllabus, we are going to study regarding the ICBN. Because the then ICBN is now changed to ICN, that is International Council of Nomenclature, and it not includes only plant, but it also includes animals, plants as well. Sorry, not animals, and plants, algae, fungi, bacteria, etc. And so it is International Council of Nomenclature, and this come to existence since last 3-4 years. Now, as far as ICBN considered, we have studied many more things regarding the ICBN, and now we are going to study regarding the International Code of Nomenclature for Cultivated Plants. Just now I have given you idea regarding what are the different types of cultivated plants are available. कौन से cultivated plants available है? कैक्टा है, सक्यूलेंट है, पाम्स है, ब्रायोफाइट्स है, कुछ इंसेक्टिवोरस प्लांट्स है, डेकोरेटिव प्लांट्स है. So there are variety of different types of cultivated plants are available, and to give them names in a scientific manner is also a different task. And this International Code of Nomenclature of Ornamental Plants, or International Code of Nomenclature of these cultivated plants, is quite different from our International Code of Nomenclature, general nomenclature of plants. So we should start to, I should start to present screen. Just a minute. स्क्रीन प्रेजेंट हो रहा है? हेलो?
यस सर.
यस सर.
क्या दिख रहा है स्क्रीन पे, थोड़ा बताओ.
इंटरनेशनल कोड ऑफ नॉमेनक्लेचर
फुल स्क्रीन पर है या आधे पर है? हेलो,
हाफ है।
हाफ है सर।
और हाफ पर मैं दिख रहा हूँ?
नहीं
हेलो
सर फुल है सर।
स्क्रीन फुल है
स्क्रीन
सर।
फुल है क्या हाफ है? स्क्रीन फुल है क्या हाफ है?
सर अभी फुल है सर।
सर स्क्रीन फुल
अभी full है।
जूम आउट कर लीजिए।
ओके ओके, चलो. सो टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू
सर
स्टडी.
स्क्रीन फुल है।
हाँ, ओके ओके. So today we are going to study regarding the International Code of Nomenclature for Cultivated Plants. इसके पहले हमने देखा था इंटरनेशनल कोड ऑफ नॉमेनक्लेचर या ICBN बोटानिकल नॉमेनक्लेचर, but this is now for cultivated plants. I think it is best known to you there are large number of plants which are cultivated for different purpose. For example, some of the plants we are going to cultivate them for horticultural purpose. Few of the plants we are going to cultivate them for medicinal values. Few plants are cultivated as a food plants. कुछ प्लांट्स शुगर यील्डिंग प्लांट्स है, कुछ रबर यील्डिंग प्लांट्स है, कुछ टिम्बर यील्डिंग प्लांट्स है. So in a variety of a way, according to different purposes or utilities, we are going to cultivate these different plants. So here this is totally different from the wild plants. So this one is regarding with International Code of Nomenclature for Cultivated Plants. Now you can observe number of different figures on a screen. अलग अलग टाइप ऑफ फिगर्स दिख रहे हैं. आप सब फिगर देख रहे हैं?
यस सर।
यस सर।
So this figure belongs to the cacti. Again, this figure is just it is a artificially prepared plant. Then this one just a woodwork, and it shows presence of typical flower which is attached artificially. Then this one species of Aglaonema. Then again artificial species of rose. Then one species of Bignoniaceae, some decorative leaves, some decorative flowers. This is leaf of Monstera. This is a bud of Tulipa, etc. So I have deliberately kept this these different plants on this slide, because you should be known with the fact that these are the different types of plants which are cultivated plants. But besides this, there are many more cultivated plants, including rice, wheat, maize, jawar, bajra, then legumes, pulses, oil crops. So a large number of plants we cultivate, and they should be also included in this. There you are better known with the names of these different plants. So let us have a look regarding what this International Code of Nomenclature is. It is also known as the Cultivated Plant Code. मतलब हम जो वाइल्ड प्लांट देख रहे हैं उनको वाइल्ड प्लांट नहीं, लेकिन उसको सिर्फ इंटरनेशनल कोड फॉर नॉमेनक्लेचर बोलते हैं. लेकिन इनके बारे में इट इज आस्क्ड एज अ कल्टिवेटेड प्लांट कोड. जैसे हमने प्रीवियस लेक्चर में देखे थे पेरिस कोड, सेंट लुइस के कोड, वियना कोड, कैम्ब्रिज कोड. So just like that, it has been called as a cultivated plant code. It is a guide to the rules and regulations for naming cultigens. जितने सारे प्लांट्स कल्टीवेट किए जाते हैं उनको नेमिंग करने के लिए फॉर नॉमेनक्लेचर, व्हाटएवर गाइडलाइंस गिवन, these guidelines are in this ICNCP. Plant whose origin or selection is primarily due to intentional human activity. यहाँ सबसे जरूरी और इम्पोर्टेंट वर्ड ये है intentional human activity. I think it is best known to you. Whatever we plant plants in our surrounding or very close surrounding, normally we are going to plant them intentionally. उसके पीछे intention है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम अपना अगर रेसिडेंशियल एरिया है, प्लाट है, तो उसके आजू बाजू में वर्ड पिंपल का पेड़ नहीं लगाते, बनियान नहीं लगाते, बिकॉज यू आर बेटर नोन. इन केस ऑफ दीज ट्रीज, normally root system is much broader and growing much deeper, and it may responsible to damage your house. So just like that, there are variety of different types of plant, but cultivated plants के लिए ये कोड यूज किया जाता है. So it is a guide to the rules and regulations for naming cultigens. Plant whose origin or selection is primarily due to intentional human activities. Intentional human activities. कोई बोलेगा कि सर फिर सामाजिक वनीकरण के जो प्लांट है वो भी तो हम इंटेंशनली और बिना इंटेंशनली हम कुछ करते ही नहीं। एग्जैक्टली इट इज अ राइट, बट इंटेंशनली का मतलब है फॉर स्पेसिफिक इंटेंशन। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, राइस, wheat, maize are cultivated in a field for as a food material or source of food material and so on. Cultivars under the purview of ICNCP include cultivars or group of cultivars and grasses. शायद आपको पता होगा आजकल प्लांट कल्टीवेशन में अलग अलग एक्टिविटी शुरू है। एक कम्युनिटी कल्टीवेशन नाम का एक एक्टिविटी शुरू है। कम्युनिटी कल्टीवेशन मतलब कोई एक इंडिविजुअल या कोई एक ग्रुप एंटायर नियर बाय एरिया की सभी खेती का एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन करता है। एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन मतलब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट जैसा, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फार्मिंग आल्सो माइट बी नोन टू यू। सो in case of cultivars under the purview of ICNCP, it includes cultivars. Cultivar म्हणजे आपण त्यांना म्हणतो काय, लागवडदार किंवा लावणारे शेतकरी म्हणून फार झालं तर त्यांचे ग्रुप्स, दॅट इज कल्टिवर्स ग्रुप, अँड ग्रेक्सेस म्हणजे त्यांचे महासंघ. All organisms traditionally considered to be plant, including algae and fungi. So it is best known to you all organisms traditionally considered to be plants, including algae and fungi. Taxa that receive a name under the ICNCP will also be included within the taxa named under the International Code of Nomenclature for algae, fungi, plant. For example, cultivar is a member of a species. Species का member असेल cultivar. Now regarding this ICNCP, the book I have already shared its few pages as well as some portion of this book I have shared with you. You just go through it. But remember, you should have idea regarding the different cultivated species and how the names are given at least, so that you can write down this. So the first edition of ICNCP, which was agreed in 1952 in Wageningen and published in 1953. So ICNCP first in the form of a book published in 1953 has been followed by 7 subsequent editions. उसके बाद अलग अलग 7 subsequent edition हुए, अभी 8वीं भी हो गई है. So in 58, 61, 69, 1980, 1995, 2009, such a type of changes happen. Then the 9th and most recent edition was published in 2016, that is Beijing. कल हमने बात की थी कि there are different ICBN के कॉन्फ्रेंसेस होते रहते हैं और लास्ट कॉन्फ्रेंस चाइना में हुई थी, शायद वुहान में हुई, वुहान नहीं, कहाँ हुई थी ज्योति? कल आपने बताया था कहाँ हुई थी लास्ट कॉन्फ्रेंस? शेंजेन. So yes. So in 2016, latest version of this has been also published. So we, as far as ICNCP considered, William Stritch has outlined the origin of ICNCP, tracing it back to the International Horticultural Congress of Brussels in 1864. Brussels is a city from Germany, and I think it is best known to you. As far as different branches of knowledge considered, they at least try to people, those who are working in these branches, they try to gather together at least once, twice, thrice a year, and they try to sort out the issues which are related to recent activities. So in a Brussels Congress, there was in a Brussels, first International Horticultural Congress comes to existence when a letter from Alfonso de Candolle, हम बोलते हैं AP de Candolle, Alfonso de Candolle to Edward Morin was tabled. Edward Morin को लेटर लिखा गया. This set out de Candolle's view that Latin names should be abbreviated for species and varieties found in the wild, with non-Latin or fancy names used for garden forms. जैसे मैंने अभी आपको एक वैरायटी का नाम बताया था, that is black king. उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है, लेकिन it should be black in a color, it should have at least attractive size, shape, structure, any other ornamentation pattern, smell, etc. And so it is a king. So this is set with non-Latin or fancy names used for garden forms. मतलब garden plant जो है उनको fancy name आप use कर सकते हैं, ऐसा डी कैंडोले की तरफ से पहले आया. Karl Koch supported this position at the 1865 International Botanical and Horticultural Conference or Congress, and at the 1866 में कार्ल कोच ने उसको सपोर्ट किया. इंटरनेशनल बोटेनिकल कांग्रेस, where he suggested that future congresses should deal with nomenclatural matters. इसके सामने जो कॉन्फ्रेंस होने वाले हैं, इन कांग्रेस ने भी nomenclatural matters को टैकल करना चाहिए, ऐसा प्रावधान रखा गया. डी कैंडोले, who had a legal background, drew up the Louis de la nomenclature botanique, that is the rules of botanical nomenclature. थोड़ा सा ध्यान में रखो, डी कैंडोले की हिस्ट्री जो है, that he has a good deal of knowledge regarding the law, and that's why he has written a book that is Louis de la Nomenclature Botanique, that is the rules of botanical nomenclature, and this book is very famous book. When adopted by the International Botanical Congress of Paris in 1867, and whatever recommendations of de Candolle accepted by successive Congress in 1867, this became the first version of today's International Code of Nomenclature. अभी हम जिसको इंटरनेशनल कोड ऑफ नोमेनक्लेचर बोल रहे हैं, उसका पहला वर्जन जो है, दैट इज हार्ड कॉपी, that was adopted by International Botanical Congress of Paris in 1867. Okay. As far as this code considered, just like our International Code of Botanical Nomenclature or Code of Nomenclature, it has several chapters and it has several articles. So out of that, Article 40 of the Louis de la Nomenclature Botanique dealt with the name of plant of horticultural origin. मतलब उनको include किया गया horticultural plants को. Among cultivated plants, seedlings, crosses of uncertain origin and spores receive fancy names in common language. शायद आपको पता होगा, आप लोगों को पता है, there are different types of animals as well as plants which are found in a hybrid. हम hybrid term हमेशा यूज करते हैं. hybrid का मतलब ये है, it is a manipulated. At least for one generation, it has been manipulated, and its male and female parents may be totally different. So, such a type of individual. So, among cultivated plants, seedling crosses of uncertain origin and sport receives fancy names in common language, as distinct as possible from the Latin name of species or varieties. Species और varieties के Latin name के साथ-साथ उसका ये भी नाम मालूम होना जरूरी है. When they can be traced back to botanical species, subspecies or varieties, this is indicated by subsequence or sequence of some names. Like some names. अब उसमें से some name मतलब कौन से? तो Pelargonium zonale, Mistress Pollock. So regarding this plant, there was a dispute, and that has been again solved. यहाँ Pelargonium zonale इसको इटैलिक करना चाहिए था, मैं भूल गया हूँ. This article survived redrafting of the International Rule of Botanical Nomenclature until 1935. और ये डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट होने के बाद 1935 तक, मतलब सालों साल रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग ऑफ ICBN शुरू था. Rules of Botanical Nomenclature under 1935 and in core statements remain in the present day. Core statement जो है वो जैसे के वैसे रहेगा. अब there are certain names of examples or examples. The ICNCP operates within the framework of the International Code of Nomenclature for algae, fungi, plants, which regulate the scientific name of plant. मतलब इसको रेगुलेट कौन करता है? तो ICBN ही रेगुलेट करता है. He has been given a rank of Deputy Director of that particular region. So this is a good opportunity to botanist. Clematis alpina I think all of you are might be known with clematis. Clematis रानजाई किंवा मोरजाई म्हणतो. छोटीशी पांढरी फुलं असतात. मी इमेज शेअर केली होती पण पुन्हा सांगेन. So there is a species of clematis, Clematis alpina. Alpina name itself indicates there are two meanings. One is it should be whatever flower that should be weared by a female. म्हणजे कोणीतरी फिमेलने ते घातले असेल म्हणून सांगितलेलं नाही. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण क्लिमॅटिस बघत होतो आणि किंवा क्लिमॅटिस अल्पिना रुबी कल्टिवर म्हणजे एखाद्या कल्टिवरनं ज्यांना लावलं त्यानं त्याला नाव दिलेलं असे शकेल. सो देन नेक्स्ट इज रॅपिओपेडियम एमएस व्लायथान, a hybrid produced by science of JNTBGRI by crossing out some different plants. Propose this and another species of Tapilopodium exclude produced by these persons in such experiments. So you should be known such a type of experiments, either of a mutation breeding or of any other such a type, or some of the mutants also observed in a field also. So note, the ICNCP does not regulate trademark for plants. Trademark नहीं मिलता ICNCP से. Trademarks are regulated by the law of land involved. Nor does the ICNCP regulate the meaning of plant varieties in the legal sense of that term. That term का legal sense पर्यंत. So these are some of the interesting things. Many of the rules in International Code of Nomenclature for cultivated plants deal with sorting out problem which had arisen in the past nomenclature. Previous nomenclature करते वक्त जो भी problem आए उसको solve करना चाहिए. हमेशा आपको पता है there is place for improvement. हर जगह improvement के लिए space है और improvement आपको अगर करना है, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ क्या कर रही हूँ ये अगर सभी लोगों को मालूम होगा तो आपका भी काम आसान हो जाता. So for this purpose, such a type of different intellectual property right institutes are there. There you have to apply and later on you will get the patent if your work is satisfactory. So the following short notes are intended as a quick guide for forming new cultivar names. मतलब अगर नए प्लांट्स को नाम देना है तो कैसे देना चाहिए, उसके लिए कुछ डिफाइनर सेट ऑफ रूल्स है. Wishing to many new cultivators. For precise regulation, the ICNCP is to be concerned. अगर एक्यूरेट उससे इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए तो आप ICNCP के वेबसाइट पे जाओ. अभी फिलहाल उनका ऑफिस नागपुर में ही है, आप जा भी सकते हैं. 1-2-4 दिन के बाद ICNCP का ऑफिस है, वहां जा सकते हैं. Then following are some of the rules to follow when formulating new name. अगर जब आप किसी प्लांट को नया नाम दे रहे हैं या उसका एग्जिस्टिंग नाम है नहीं, ऐसे हालात में आप उसको नाम देना है तो you have to follow certain procedure. Make sure your proposed name is unique and that the epithet is in modern language other than Latin. मतलब पहले कैसा था, लैटिन डायग्नोसिस, लैटिन इज कंपलसरी, लेकिन अभी आप आपके रीजनल लैंग्वेज में किया है तो कैप्शन में आप डाल दो दिस इज सबमिटेड बाय XYZ. सो इन दिस वे it has been given protection. Make sure that your name could not be interpreted as being likely to exchange the merits of the cultivar. मतलब कई बार क्या करता है लोग आपके खुद के नाम देते तो उससे कल्टीवेटर का जो है वो नुकसान होता है, तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Make sure that the epithet of your name has more than 10 syllables and no more than 30 character. मतलब 10 से 30 कैरेक्टर तक ही लिखना है, excluding space and single quotation marks. That is according to ICNCP article 19.15. So make sure that your epithet codes not consists of single letter or solely of numerals. यानी पूरा सिर्फ सिंगल लेटर नहीं है, नहीं तो पूरा नाम नहीं है, ये देखना जरूरी है. फिर देख लो That is, do not use any of the following banned words. कोई भी banned word जो है वो यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, चेयर सॉरी देयर इक्विवेलेंट इन एनी लैंग्वेज, मतलब कोई इक्विवेलेंट है तो ऐसा नहीं लिखते. इन योर एपिथेट, कल्टीवर, ग्रेक्स, ग्रुप, हाइब्रिड, मेंटेनेंस, मिक्सचर, सिलेक्शन, subtribes. So these are some of the epithets which are used for giving names to cultivated plants. Do not use any punctuation mark except for these, for the apostrophe. Apostrophe के छोड़ के कभी भी name में punctuation mark mention करना नहीं है. The comma, a single exclamation mark, the hyphen and the full mark, that is a period, full stop, period. Do not use fraction or symbol unless they are specifically permitted. Specifically अगर permit किए नहीं है तो उनका यूज मत करो, क्योंकि कंप्यूटर सिस्टम में प्रॉब्लम होने की चांसेस रहते हैं. Make it sure that your epithet is not or does not contain the Latin or common name of this genera. मतलब आप जो epithet लगा रहे हैं उसको कोई लैटिन या दूसरे कोई इस पे आने के चांसेस नहीं होना चाहिए. Make sure that the publication of the cultivar's name is not against the wishes of its raiser or breeder. ब्रीडर क्या या इसका जो रेजर है उसके अगेंस्ट नहीं होना चाहिए, उनका भी इंटरेस्ट जपना चाहिए, ये थोड़ा देख लो. Then hybrid varieties of tomato in India. I am taking this example of hybrid varieties. Example of hybrid varieties is taken because hybrid, high means ज़्यादा, breed means productivity. So hybrid varieties are plants which have more productivity. म्हणून तुम्हाला माहिती असेल, सीड आणायची झाली तर तुम्ही कृषी केंद्रामध्ये जाता, पॅक पिशवी आणता, घरातलं सीड वापरत नाही, बरोबर आहे ना. किमान आता बऱ्याच ठिकाणी 90% ठिकाणी हा प्रकार बघायला मिळतो. प्रिव्हियसली टेकन क्रॉप पासून सीड्स काढली जातात आणि तीच वापरली जातात. देन नेक्स्ट देखते, there are different varieties of hybrid varieties. Out of that we have considered we are going to consider one variety, that is variety of a tomato, because tomato is again a cultivated crop plant. उसमें से first variety है पुसा रोहिणी. So you just remember Pusa and Rohini, both these are not the names of any girl or may not be at least in our class. So no need. तुमच्यापैकी कोणी असेल तर संध्याकाळी घरी गेल्यानंतर त्याच्यासोबत हसून घ्या. पुसा रोहिणी was first introduced by Indian Agricultural Research Institute in the year 2005. The fruits of this variety can stay fresh for longer time. They are medium in size and have smooth, thick skin, red in color. The average yield of this variety is 412 quintal per hectare. हेक्टर का मतलब है about 2.5 एकड़, तो 412 क्विंटल उसका यील्ड मिला है. सो देर आर डिफरेंट. पहली वैरायटी थी पुसा रोहिणी, हमने उसकी डायग्राम अपने पास नहीं है, मैंने सिर्फ उसका डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया. नेक्स्ट वैरायटी इज पुसा सदाबहार. द नेम इटसेल्फ इंडिकेट्स, हम जैसे बोलते हैं मैंजीफेरा इंडिका, वैसे दिस नेम ऑफ दिस वैरायटी इज पुसा सदाबहार. Another variety by Indian Agricultural Research Institute, that is IARI, introduced in 2004. This cultivar produces higher yield of tomatoes. The fruits are oval in shape and have a shiny skin with bright red color. So you are better known with this variety, Pusa Sadabahar. Then Pusa Upahar. The fruits of this variety are round, medium in size and have thick pulp. The fruits of this variety are borne in a cluster and bears around 3 to 5 fruits in each. The variety is also an introduction from IARI in the year 1996. And यहाँ variety में इस average productivity या yield देखो 370. इसके वाले पहले वाली जो थे उसमें 412 थे. Then next देखते Arka Sri Sreshta. This is another variety. Introduction from the Indian Institute of Horticultural Research, Bangalore. Fruits of this cultivar have large shelf life. सेल्फ लाइफ मतलब बहुत दिन जैसे के वैसे रहते हैं. The variety produces an average yield of 700 quintal and weight of the fruit is up to 6 to 70 grams each. 60 ते 70 ग्राम म्हणजे मीडियम साईजचे साधारणपणे फ्रुट्स असतात आणि yield आपण बघितलं 700 क्विंटल पर हेक्टर yield is observed. So this is about the Arka Shrestha variety of tomato. Then another variety is Arka Varadhan. अभी ये एक बात इस स्टेज पर ध्यान में रखो कि वॉट एवर नेम्स गिवन दीज आर अकॉर्डिंग टू इंटरनेशनल कोड ऑफ बोटेनिकल नॉमेनक्लेचर और code of nomenclature for cultivated plants. Hence, now we cannot interpret anything in that. So the plants of this cultivar bears the flat round fruits that are dark red in color. This variety is resistant to nematode and was also developed by IIHR Bangalore. मैं आपको फिर से एक बार बताता हूँ, इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ हॉर्टिकल्चरल रिसर्च दैट इज IIHR. वैसे ही इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइंस भी है वहाँ, इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइंस बेंगलोर. सो बोथ दिस इंस्टीट्यूट बिग इंस्टीट्यूट्स लोकेटेड इन बेंगलोर. नाउ रिगार्डिंग दिस अर्का वराधराजन वैरायटी कंसिडर, आई थिंक मैडम हैज ओपन अ लैपटॉप. हेलो हेलो, लैपटॉप किसका शुरू है? आप लोग सुन रहे हैं?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This variety is resistant to nematode and was also developed by IIHR Bangalore. मैंने आपको पहले बताया था IIHR मतलब इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ हॉर्टिकल्चरल रिसर्च बेंगलोर और दूसरी है इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइंस बेंगलोर. Then next variety Arka Vishal with an average yield of 750 quintal per hectare. This variety from IIHR Bangalore becomes one of the high yielding cultivars. The fruits of this variety are firm and round in shape with deep red in color. These fruits are resistant to fruit cracking. मैं हमेशा टोमेटो की वैरायटी बताता हूँ. वैशाली वैरायटी which is supposed to be with a good rind or rind quality is a good. It has a dark red color and it is not much juicy. So this one is regarding variety that is Arka Vishal. Next variety Arka Saurabh. It is a medium yielding variety of tomato by IIHR again Bangalore. The average per hectare production ranges 380 quintal. They are firm, round in shape and have thick pulp and have nipple at the apex. So this is Arka. Then अभी next variety है Punjab Chauraha. This variety was introduced by Punjab Agricultural University, Ludhiana in 1981. The fruits are pear-shaped and have a very less amount of seeds and they are sweeter than the other tomato variety. क्या आप लोगों ने ये variety देखी है? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly ये नहीं, लेकिन ऐसी variety आपने देखी होगी जो भी elongated है थोड़ी सी. So this is again another variety we are observing. That is one more improved variety, improved from Punjab Chauraha variety. Next, Punjab Kesari. Punjab Kesari was the first developed in 1987. It is an early maturing variety of tomato. किसी भी प्लांट के बारे में आपको अगर उस प्लांट को देखना है तो you come across number of parameters, number of characters. मतलब बहुत बार आपको पता है टोमेटो में जूसीनेस होना चाहिए. जूसीनेस अगर ज्यादा है तो वाटर कंटेंट ज्यादा है. वाटर कंटेंट अगर ज्यादा है तो ज्यादा दिन तक वो रह नहीं सकता. एंड दैट्स व्हाई हम सो कॉल्ड हाइब्रिड वैरायटीज ऑफ टोमेटो परचेस करते हैं. It is an early maturing variety of tomato. The fruits are resistant to crackling and offer good shelf life. Life अच्छा है. Then next one, commercial hybrid varieties of sorghum or jawar. You are better known with the jawar plant, that is sorghum vulgare, and there are large number of varieties of jawar are under cultivation. कदाचित तुम्हाला ऐकून माहिती असेल, तुम्ही दादरी ज्वारी म्हणता. मालदांडी is another variety of jawar and another variety is shalu. So these varieties are famous varieties. Now commercial hybrid varieties of sorghum. अगर commercial varieties देखते हैं तो varieties देखो कौन से है. PC6 923 मतलब PC6, PC9, PC23, HC171, 260. So these varieties are early to medium maturation varieties. Then UP Chari 1 and 2, HC 136, Rajchari 1 and 2, double cut, CO27, AS16, multi-cut type, SSG वगैरह वगैरह. लेकिन most of us are known with only 3 or 4 varieties, that is CSH hybrid, that is coordinated sorghum hybrid program, coordinated CSH. So coordinated sorghum hybrid के बारे में सब लोगों को पता होगा. हम बोलते हैं CSH 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hybrid है. So these are some of the varieties of sorghum. Then very important plant for us, that is cotton. Regarding the cotton, the varieties under cultivation are number of varieties, but I think at least you are known with variety, that is Ankur and Lakshmi. Ankur आणि Lakshmi ह्या दोन्ही variety at least तुम्हाला माहिती असतील. So with this we should stop here. There is no need to go in a much deeper, because only short note maximum is asked to you. आपको इसके बारे में सिर्फ शॉर्ट नोट पूछी जाएगी. जो जरूरी चीजें थी वो मैंने पूरी कंप्लीट की है. अभी इमीडिएट मुझे दूसरा क्लास है, शायद बच्चे आकर भी बैठे होंगे 11-20 का, तो मैं अभी खत्म कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है? हेलो.
Yes, sir.
मैंने सभी रीडिंग मटेरियल, एक सेकंड.
Okay, sir.
आई हैव सबमिटेड ऑल द रीडिंग मटेरियल. मैंने सभी रीडिंग मटेरियल आपसे सबमिट किया है. और वन मोर,
Yes, sir.
हम देखते पहले हमने क्या क्या रीडिंग मटेरियल सबमिट किया है, लिया है, देखते. जस्ट मिनट. क्या स्क्रीन दिख रहा है अभी आपको? हेलो.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
जस्ट मिनट. अभी तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं दिख रहा है. एक मिनट. हाँ, अभी दिख रहा है स्क्रीन. हेलो.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ,
Yes, sir.
तो
Yes, sir.
वो मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. आज मैंने रीडिंग मटेरियल में एक तो रीडिंग मटेरियल 5.5 करके पीडीएफ डाली है, जिसमें आईसीएनसीपी बुक के कुछ ग्लिम्पसेस है. दूसरा है आईसीएनसीपी का बुक एक है, और कुछ रीडिंग मटेरियल में मैंने डाले हैं कुछ यूट्यूब के लिंक्स डाले हैं. तो यू गो थ्रू दिस ऑन आवर क्लासरूम. देन वन मोर थिंग, कल का जो अपना क्लास हुआ था उसका मैंने हैंडआउट्स सबमिट, यानी आप लोगों को शेयर किए हैं. अच्छा, वन मोर थिंग, शायद आप लोगों को पता है कि अपने क्लासेस जो है वो रिकॉर्ड होते हैं. हेलो. हेलो.
Yes. Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
आपको पता है ना क्लासेस
Yes,
रिकॉर्ड होते
sir.
हैं.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
चलो मैं आपको कभी एक रिकॉर्डिंग दिखा देता अपना ही. रिपीट. आवाज आ रहा है? आवाज आ रहा है?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, आवाज आ रहा था क्या नहीं? हेलो.
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
अभी भी नहीं है आवाज?
No, sir.
ओके, ठीक है. तो ये ऐसे अपने जो भी लेक्चर्स है वो रिकॉर्डेड अवेलेबल है लेक्चर. ठीक है? हेलो.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
एक मिनट, जस्ट मिनट. सो आगे आज सभी प्रेजेंट है ना? आज 22
Yes, sir.
आज 22 कैसे हुए? आज और कौन है?
आपके 2 स्क्रीन है सर.
हाँ,
आपके 2 स्क्रीन है.
अच्छा, मेरे 2 स्क्रीन है. ओके, ठीक है. चलो तो बंद कर दो.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You go through whatever material shared to you, and if you have any problem in next successive period, we are going to discuss it. अपने दोनों यूनिट कंप्लीट हो गए हैं. एक दिन अपन डिस्कशन करेंगे, और शॉर्टली अभी टेस्ट लेने का समय आ गया है. ठीक है? थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. सब लेफ्ट हो गई है.